is doing well and fine. Today, as you see, is writing session. What do you feel when I say the word writing? How is you feeling? Happy? Excited? I am. I hope the same for you. Let me say that we used to understand and figure out, compare and contrast sentences from the or throughout the text. But what if we change position right now? If you are the writer and I am the reader, I'm just reading what you have written. I think it's a good experience. Plus of that, you are improving your writing skills, enhancing it, and on the top of that, it's one of the English language skills. So you have to master it. You have to perfect it. So let's get started. Do you remember what means by compare and contrast? Yes, similarities and differences. I would like all of you watch this short film. Then we get back again.
This lesson is going to review how to write a comparison and contrast paragraph. So first of all, what is it? Well, if we're comparing, we're looking at similarities between things, so how things are the same. And if we're contrasting, we're looking at the differences between things. So a comparison and contrast paragraph is going to explain how two people, places, or things are both alike and different. And it's really important when you do this type of writing that you make sure that you include how they're alike and how they're different. You can't just do one or the other. You need to cover both when you're comparing and contrasting. So the process that you're going to follow to write one of these paragraphs. First of all, you need to choose two related subjects. Don't choose two subjects that are completely unrelated, because if you do that, it's going to be really hard to compare them. It's going to be really hard to find similarities. So choose two related subjects that you know that you can find some similarities and some differences. Then plan creating a Venn diagram. And we're going to take a look at a Venn diagram in a moment. Then you're going to include your topic sentence. In your topic sentence, make sure that you include both topics that your paragraph is going to cover. So you want your reader to know exactly what it is you're going to compare and contrast. Follow your topic sentence with your supporting details, so all of those ways they're the same and all of those ways that they're different. And make sure that you group those details together in some way that makes sense. So for instance, maybe you want to start your paragraph with how your two subjects are the same, and then you want to say how they're different. Or maybe you want to say how they're different first and then how they're the same. But make sure that you group them together. Don't jump around all over the place, because your reader will have a hard time following your writing. It also helps your reader if you include clue words, so phrases like on the one hand or on the other hand. That shows differences. A word like both shows the similarities between the two. So think about clue words that you can use when you write that will give your reader a good idea of whether you're showing a similarity, whether you're comparing, or whether you're showing a difference, whether you're contrasting. As I said, when you plan, you want to plan using a Venn diagram. Just in case you don't remember the Venn diagram, as you can see from this slide, it is the two circles that overlap. On the left-hand circle, topic A, in that blue area, you would list all of the things about topic A that are distinct to topic A, so that topic B doesn't have. And in the purple circle, all the way on the right-hand side, you would list all of the things that topic B has that topic A doesn't. So the outsides of the circles are for differences. Then, in that middle area, that place where the two circles overlap, that's where you put the things that topic A and topic B have in common, or their similarities. This graphic organizer, make sure that you complete it before you write your paragraph, because it will help you to make sure that your thoughts are organized.
Okay, guys, I hope everything is clear so far. So let's discuss it together. She already said the steps of pre-writing or pre-write steps. Do you remember them? What was the first step? The first step was to choose related subjects. What do you think our topic is about today? What do you think? Two different things, right? But what are they? You're gonna see in the next slide. What other steps do you remember? Okay, you do not have to memorize them. Here, all of them. Create a Venn diagram, and you really see what it means by Venn diagram. Next, topic sentence. Do not forget that topic sentence again. Supporting details. The supporting details of the topic sentence of the subject you can write about. Then, and the last one is include clue words, and you will see all of these in details. First of all, let's choose our subject. What is about? It's about e-learning, electronic learning and classroom learning. The differences and the similarities between both of them. Online learning and face-to-face or classroom learning. Not Mr. Mahmoud, neither Mr. Adil, your dad, your mom, not anyone, but you could figure out the similarities and the differences. So maybe you need help. Just your mom, or your dad give you some hints, but you really know the most information. So you have to squeeze your mind, brainstorm your mind, so you can figure out many ideas. Next step was Venn diagram, two circles and corresponding in that area, the two sides, differences of the subject 1 and subject 2. Then in the middle you're gonna write the similarities between both of them, differences and similarities. Okay, what was the next? Topic sentence when you start your paragraph. Okay guys, you got it. By the way, when you're writing, you compare and contrast. Do not write sentences, do not write phrases, just words that help you to remind the sentence you would like to write about. For example, here this example is writing about two subjects, dogs and cats. Dogs, some of the words that describe the dogs and some words that describe the cats, and between here in the middle, these are the similarities. So in your notebook, in your paper, at the top write the subject, write the topic, dogs and cats, then draw this Venn diagram, then start your pre-writing stage, organize your sentences, your ideas. Then after that you start your structure and how to you organize your structure. There are two basic methods for organizing compare and contrast paragraphs. What are they? Okay, the first one, the block format, and the next one, separate similarities and differences. Before we start, what's your background about this? You don't know? Maybe some of you. So in the first one, it describes the features of the first subject without referring to the second subject. Two paragraphs. The first one, the feature of the subject one, and in the second paragraph, the feature of the second subject. Two paragraphs, okay, but each paragraph has topic sentence. And next one, it discusses only the similarities in the first paragraph and only differences in the next paragraph. And remember, in separating similarities and differences, it requires careful use of clue words. And what are the clue words? It's very easy, super easy words, and these are the clue words: compare and contrast. The compare words, these are words that show compare, and these words that show the contrast, like. For example, when I say the word sentence, e-learning and classroom learning are alike. This is a sentence. Similarly, similar to, both, same as, in common to, all, at the same time. All of these words show compare, and these words show differences, different from, alike, however, whereas, but, and so on. This is the very common word. On the other hand, this one, on the other hand, is very common word. So you can use one of these words if you like. Most of them, no problem. So, you ready to start? Here is a model of your paragraph. You can write this model the same, no problem. And what kind of format is this? 4 paragraphs. The first one is the topic sentence, and the last one is the conclusion, and the 2 in the middle. The first one for similarities and the second for differences. So what kind of paragraph is this? What kind of format? Yes, exactly, separating similarities and differences, exactly. According to the topic sentence can be just a sentence, or a question, or a dialogue, or a sound, whatever you want. For me, I prefer it to be a question, because when I write a topic sentence question at the end of the paragraph, in conclusion, I'm gonna answer my question. For example, do you know what are the differences and similarities between e-learning and classroom learning? At the end, I'm gonna answer that question. The conclusion is just rephrasing the topic sentence. Let's compare between them. Basketball and soccer are sports with many similarities and differences. We're just introducing his paragraph. Both sports are fun to play and each one has many beneficial qualities. Let's read the last paragraph. In conclusion, both sports are fun and exciting to play. You see, maybe the same word is above here, but just rephrasing it. They are unique in their own way. See, it has many beneficial qualities. Still the same word. So you have just rephrasing the last paragraph. In the middle here, similarities. Basketball and soccer are played well with a round ball. They both provide a ton of cardiovascular exercise such as running. And in this paragraph, everything just differences. Okay, guys, is that clear? Everyone, pay attention to your grammar mistakes, punctuation mistakes, spelling mistakes. Ali, Ahmad, Usama, Billy, Mulaham, Anan, Hussein, Yusuf, Saif, everyone pay attention to your spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes, and punctuation mistakes. Sorry, I forgot names. That's what I remember right now. Do not forget that. This is your homework. Write a paragraph or an essay. Is about compare and contrast between e-learning and classroom learning, online learning and face-to-face learning. If you need help, no problem. If you search or you ask your dad for help or your mom, no problem, but try to do your best first, then yourself. Thank you guys for listening and watching and waiting for your paragraphs. Assalamu alaikum.